Welcome to back a BikeBeat. The 2026 Honda CRF450R is the kind of machine that makes you think about motocross even when you're not at the track. It's more than just a bike, it's the result of Honda's relentless pursuit of balance between raw speed, refined control, and rider connection. Every year, the CRF450R carries the weight of expectation from racers, weekend warriors, and fans of the red brand, and for 2026, Honda has doubled down on refinement rather than reinvention. That's a smart move, because the 2025 platform was already one of the most complete motocross packages out there. This year is about taking what worked and making it even better. The development influence is obvious when you consider who's been giving feedback: factory HRC riders like Jett and Hunter Lawrence and Tim Geiser. These are names that win championships, and when they tell Honda's engineers what works and what doesn't, you can bet those changes show up on the production bike. Starting with the chassis, the aluminum twin-spar frame remains the backbone, delivering that unique Honda feel riders have trusted for years. The refinements made in 2025, especially the rebalancing of frame rigidity, were a game-changer for stability and cornering. For 2026, Honda has kept that fundamental character but made micro-adjustments to steering geometry and weight distribution to give riders a little more front-end bite without sacrificing straight-line composure. It's subtle, but if you're charging into a deep rut or diving into a berm at full tilt, you'll feel the front tire stay connected in a way that inspires even more confidence. Paired with that is the Showa suspension package, a 49mm coil spring fork up front and a ProLink shock at the rear. These aren't wholesale redesigns, but Honda's suspension engineers have tweaked the valving to respond better to high-speed hits and provide more comfort over mid-stroke chop. It's a difference you can feel over the course of a moto, as your arms and legs aren't being beaten up quite as much, which means you can ride harder for longer. The braking package remains a highlight, with a 260mm pedal-style front rotor clamped by a dual-piston caliper, offering powerful yet predictable stopping. The Dunlop Geomax MX33 tires are a natural fit here, giving excellent grip on intermediate to soft surfaces. Underneath you, the 450 cubic centimeters Unicam engine is the same architecture that's been winning races, but it's been given a little extra polish for 2026. The power is still broad and accessible, pulling hard from the bottom, surging through the mid-range, and revving out cleanly up top, but the delivery is smoother thanks to revised ECU mapping. The changes to the airbox and intake tract allow for cleaner airflow, which improves throttle response and makes the bike feel more connected to your right hand. There's also a revised decompressor weight in the cylinder head that improves low RPM stability, meaning the bike resists stalling better in slow, technical sections. This is one of those changes that doesn't look exciting on paper but makes a noticeable difference in real-world riding. The electronics package remains a big selling point. You get 3 engine maps, switchable on the bars, standard for balanced all-around performance, smooth for low traction conditions, and aggressive for when you need maximum punch. The Honda Selectable Torque Control has 3 levels, letting you dial in how much wheel spin you want to allow. And HRC Launch Control offers 3 different RPM settings, giving you the tools to get out of the gate fast no matter the conditions. Add in the gear position sensor that adjusts ignition timing based on what gear you're in, and the CRF450R becomes a bike that not only adapts to the track but also to your exact riding situation. From a rider's perspective, comfort and control aren't just nice-to-haves, they're essential for putting in fast laps consistently. Honda has kept the CRF450R's bodywork slim and ergonomically friendly. The seat is narrow through the middle to let you move around freely, while the radiator shrouds are shaped to provide a natural grip point without catching your boots or knees. Cooling is optimized through CFD-designed radiator outlets that keep the engine's operating temperature stable even when you're pushing hard in the heat. Serviceability is another strength. You can remove the seat, airbox cover, and side panels with just 8 bolts. For racers or track day regulars, this means quicker between moto maintenance and less time fumbling with tools. Everything about the fit and finish, from the quality of the plastics to the cable routing, feels intentional and well executed, reinforcing Honda's reputation for build quality. For riders who want the very best out of the crate, the Works Edition is the CRF450R turned up to 11. It gets a Yoshimura titanium exhaust system, not just for weight savings but for a noticeable boost in throttle response and mid-range power. The cylinder head is hand-ported for maximum airflow, and the clutch is upgraded with a Hinson basket and cover for improved durability and a cleaner engagement feel. Suspension components are Kashima-coated to reduce friction and improve small bump sensitivity, and they're revalved to match the added performance. A Dirt Star LTX rim set, RK gold chain, twin air filter, gripper seat cover, and black anodized triple clamps complete the package, along with specific ECU mapping tuned to work in harmony with all these upgrades. The result is a bike that feels sharper, faster, and more composed, essentially a factory race bike without the custom build process. Pricing in the US starts at $11,990 for the standard CRF450R, which positions it competitively among the big 450s. The Works Edition, with all its high-end components, is expected to be around $12,690. Given the list of upgrades and the cost of adding them separately, the Works Edition can actually be the more economical choice for riders who would otherwise upgrade exhausts, suspension, and clutch components. Both versions share the same Honda DNA: sharp handling, strong power, excellent ergonomics, and bulletproof reliability. What's interesting about the 2026 CRF450R is how much of its appeal comes from this sense of refinement. There's no radical overhaul or headline-grabbing gimmick, just careful, incremental improvements that add up to a better riding experience. The chassis tweaks keep the bike stable when the track gets rough. The suspension changes help you stay fresh over a long moto. The engine mapping and intake revisions make the power feel cleaner and more controllable. And the electronics give you the ability to tailor the bike's behavior to match your style and the conditions. These are the kinds of improvements that serious riders notice immediately, even if casual observers don't spot them on a spec sheet. Out on the track, that translates into confidence. You can push into braking bumps and know the front won't deflect. You can roll on the throttle out of a slick corner without worrying about the rear spinning out from under you. You can hit a rough rhythm section late in the day and still keep your lines tight. And when you want to go for a holeshot, you've got launch control, traction control, and a responsive engine that's ready to make it happen. It's a bike that rewards precise riding but won't punish you for getting a little loose. That combination is what makes it so appealing to a wide range of riders, from seasoned pros to ambitious amateurs. For those who live for racing, the Works Edition feels like a gift. It's the kind of package that would have been reserved for factory-backed riders not long ago. The performance bump is real, but so is the feeling of riding something special. Even the little details, the blacked-out triple clamps, the gold chain, the gripper seat, remind you every time you look at it that this isn't just another bike off the showroom floor. It's as happy being wrung out for 20 minutes in an A-class moto as it is being ridden all day by someone just enjoying their local track. The 2026 Honda CRF450R is not about chasing trends, it's about building a better tool for the job, year after year. And in a sport where every tenth of a second counts, those small, deliberate refinements can be the difference between hanging on for a top 5 and standing on the top step of the podium. Roll it off the stand, drop the clutch, and you'll feel exactly what Honda had in mind, a bike that works with you, not against you, from the first lap to the last.